On this edition of the Koffers, Gargantuan. So I figured we'd give Godzilla a break for today and do something a little Godzilla adjacent. So War of the Gargantuas is one of my absolute favorite kaiju movies. It's one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. I absolutely adore it. So I figured we'd look at this colossal Gaira figure from the company Skynet. No, that is not the AI that sent 2 Terminators back in time to kill John Connor and Sarah Connor. No. This is a little company from Japan. They're part of a bigger group, which right there. And they were producing a line of these 18-inch figures. So they didn't get far. There was only 3 produced in the series. Gaira was 1. There is a Maser tank. And what I found out last year, that there's also an Anguillus that was made as well in the same scale. Apparently, the line did not do very well, but the 3 that got produced are now kind of sought after by collectors because, well, they're gigantic. I cannot really... You're seeing the back of my temporary setup here. This thing is massive. It's the size of a toddler. So I figured we'd crack this bad boy open, take a look at what a big boy like this looks like. So before we open it up, courtesy box look. So this is how he's going to look completely assembled. And there is the shot from War the Gargantuas. So this is the Maser tank that they have available in scale with him. And there you go. This is all of the intricacies. Like I said, this thing is massive. As you can see, I can't even get it all in with the camera. So the direction it's at. So this is a vinyl figure. It's not a model kit. It's a vinyl figure, which means it's just going to snap together like any other vinyl figure kit. So I say enough chit chat. Let's pop this bad boy open and take a look. All right, we got him out of the box. So he is in 4 pieces. So the whole lower torso is its own thing, and I cannot understate how heavy this thing is. But it's good because he's got to stand up, so you need the weight at the bottom to hold. And there are the arms, and here are instructions. So looks like we're gonna have to get out the trusty hairdryer. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this thing was a giant pain in the butt to assemble. The centerpiece is this ring piece that you have to heat up, but the way that the chest is built, as you can see, it's not even fully on there. Got on as well as I could, but you have to really heat it up. But even still, you kind of got to squeeze the waist to get it in, and I got it in enough to where it's going to hold. But yeah, this is gonna have to do. But there you go. This guy stands roughly 18 inches. He is massive, as you can see. Let me see if I can back up just a little bit, if I can get the full shot. There you go. There he is in all of his mad glory. This thing is still pretty awesome. The sculpt on it is nice. As you can see, there's his ugly ass mug. Look at that. I love that they still add some of the Frankenstein touches to it, as after all, this is a direct sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the World. So he has pretty good coloring. I know high-end collectors, some of them love this guy, other ones are mediocre on him because of the paint job. Paint job's pretty good. I mean, I would have preferred a darker green, but that's just me. I have seen customs done of this where they have repainted. But overall, as far as vinyl figures goes, this guy lives up to his name. He's absolutely he's gargantuan. I cannot stress enough how big he is. In fact, let me get something to show you in comparison. So I grabbed my big boy 91 Bandai, as you can see there. So this guy's already 12 inches tall. Actually, he's a little bigger than that, but this gives you an idea of the scale. He is absolutely massive. This guy, he's actually getting pretty hard to come by nowadays. I know that about 5 to 10 years ago, he ran for about $300, and he's going for much more on the secondary market. But since there isn't a ton of War of the Gargantua stuff out there, I jumped on him when I had a great opportunity. Let's get some of the backside. Now, I'll say this. The figure is pretty sturdy for something as big. I mean, part of the reason why the legs are so heavy is to balance them properly. As you can see, I don't need help propping him up at all. So, he's pretty freaking awesome. For a giant vinyl figure, you couldn't ask for better. And there you guys go. As you can see, he's a big vinyl figure, so there's not a ton to really dig into, other than he's big. Like, he is big. He's, without a doubt, the biggest figure that I have in my collection. And the beauty about these guys is that they stand out. The downside is that room. Room is a premium. I mean, you can see in the back I have a display shelf, and I mean, where am I going to put him? Like, just... yeah. So, still trying to find a proper place for this guy. He's been hanging out in my corner for a while, but that is going to do it. If you guys like what you see, remember, we do have a show. It is called the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like to download, our show is available on apps like Stitcher. Oh, no, actually, no, I take that back. Stitcher's dead. Now, we're on Spotify. We're on whatever Google is now. I think it's YouTube. We're on Apple. So if you don't like to download and you like to stream, you can find us at all of your favorite podcast streamers. We're also on social media. You can find us on X at The Kaiju Kingdom, Instagram at The Kaiju Kingdom, and Facebook.com/The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. And that's going to wrap up this gargantuan episode of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.